Hello everybody and welcome to Gregg's Vintage Workshop, where I'm working to restore history one piece at a time. Tonight I'm not coming from my workshop, I'm coming from Greenville, North Carolina at my daughter and son-in-law's house, and where I've been here for a couple weeks now. So I thought I would show you a couple little projects that I took on while I was here, and then we're going to take a look at my next project, which I will actually start here but probably finish up when I get back in my workshop. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I'm in a paint booth that my son-in-law built in the garage, and this is where he's been doing a lot of the things that he does on the side. And so we're coming from the paint booth because the lighting is very good in here. So the first thing that I did when I got here, after spending some time with my granddaughter and son and daughter-in-law, and the floor is squeaky in here, squeaky floor, was I had purchased this little FM radio kit. I know that Doug over at Moslack built one. I know there was another guy built one. So I'd ordered the kit and I'd been holding on to it for a couple of months until I knew I was coming here, and I decided I was going to build this for my granddaughter. So when I got here, I pulled the kit apart and I gave her the outer case and had her do with it what she wanted, and she took some silver and did around the dial area there and around the thing with that while I built the kit, and then I got it all together for her. So that's what this is, and it's got the antenna. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get out here, but you can see the clock works. I've got that all set up for her, and let's see if we can get it on here.
Transfer.com. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation's 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit is a tribute to all who lost their lives. People about 9/11. Welcome to first-hand accounts.
Your country, 95.1 WRNS.
So that's basically it. Yeah, it works pretty good, works pretty well. She's got some earphones that she's been running in it, so as long as she's happy with it, I'm happy with it. And this antenna extends on up, I could pull it out. But, so that's the first thing I worked on. Set that aside. The second thing I'd worked on, I knew I was going to have very limited tools, and I just brought basically a soldering iron and some parts. So I had this old ICO decade resistance box, model 1100, and when I had gotten it, I got it about 1.5 years ago, and when I got it and I was running it through its paces, they were all pretty much off, pretty considerably. Like, I'd say half were over 20% off, they were about 30%. A few of those were even higher. So I knew I really couldn't use it because it wasn't very useful being off. So I brought all the resistors with me and I changed out the resistors in it. There were a couple that basically checked good. I mean really close, like within 5%. And the rest were all pretty much junk. So I did that. These are all 1 watt resistors, and that should be all I should need for that. They're all within 1%, these 1% resistors, and the ones that I saved in there were well almost within 1%. So anyway, that's that. Works great. So now we have that for the workshop. And then that brings us to our next project. Make sure you guys are still on camera. So I haven't opened this yet. I actually ordered this on eBay last weekend, which today is Thursday, December 30th. Came from Salina, Kansas. I wasn't really looking to buy anything. I was just out on eBay playing around looking. This thing caught my eye, and I found it very interesting because it kind of reminded me of my Philco 70 that I just finished up, and so I wanted it. And so the guy was asking a reasonable price for it. In my opinion, it was $34.99 with $18.99 shipping. So I decided to go ahead and order it, and I haven't opened it yet. I was waiting to open it with you guys. So it just showed up this morning. Got a squeaky floorboard. So I'm gonna use my screwdriver here and see if we can get this thing up. Cut the tape and get this opened up. And we can look at the other. What it is a comparator, bridge comparator, a model BR44, but I don't know the brand. I did some work online, or went online, to try and find data on it, and I could find nothing. So I enlisted the help of Bob. Y'all know Bob. And he found me a schematic for, it was called Superior 76, and I meant to have it out here for this video, but I didn't. And said compare it with that and see what it looks like. So that's what I'll ultimately do. So, I did a fairly decent job of packing this. Not a great job, but a fairly decent job. Seems like there might be something in that. Make sure I don't throw something away till I get all my packing out. But let's get it lifted out of there. You could add more packing material in there, but hey, it looks like it arrived okay. Not necessarily great. Let's take a look at this. So it's got a fabric box. Got the same type of handle that Philco had, a little thicker. It's got feet, a latch. Some paperwork. Maybe it'll tell me what it is as far as the brand. Nope, this says model BR44 operating instructions. But hey, at least it's got that. Additional notes and data. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So got some cables and some more data here, and an electric power cord which has had an input on it, it looks like, at some point in time. And it's got an eye tube. Alright. AC bridge analyzer, model BR44. And it looks like it's got some leads crammed in here. Those will have to be remade. Definitely all old and rotten. Phone jack. Switch for eye, for phone. Signal, for signal tracer, I'm assuming. Signal tracer says there a bridge, so your choice between signal tracer and bridge. It's got 4 ranges, and this seems to work pretty good. The pointer appears to be bent, See if I can straighten that out. If it cleans up, it's discolored, I might just have to make a new one for it. But yeah, so I figured that I went ahead and ordered it because I figured I could try and clean up the exterior of it while I was here, and then once I get it home I can restore it electronically. I'll compare the innards of it to the schematic and see how close it is. If any of my viewers have any idea who the manufacturer of this was, can find me any information, I would greatly appreciate it. So I think I'm gonna try and get this thing cleaned up, and we'll take it from there. But I did want to get you guys a little bit of a video here. This is actually the cable here for the signal tracer, I think. That's what I've been doing. So I won't be back in my workshop now for at least another 5 or 6 weeks, but I may make another video after this one if I get this all cleaned up and make it look halfway decent. I'll show you guys that, and I'll probably, once I get it cleaned up, I'll take it out and we'll take a look and see what it looks like on the opposite side. So anyway, I decided to kind of throw this little video together for you guys. So from Greg at Gregg's Vintage Workshop, coming from Greenville, North Carolina, in my son-in-law's paint booth, thanks for watching.